Welcome back to the Turnaround Master. Today we're talking about the 12 essential disciplines that every business must master in order to create sustainable success, net profitability, and competitive strength. So let's talk about number one. Now this is an area that most of my entrepreneur business owners are pretty good at, but I want you to consider a few points about this regardless of your good success. Let's build on that success. So, your operations, your craft, your products and key services, we need to worry about establishing benchmark standards of performance. It's a simple principle. What you measure has a better chance to improve, and what you pay attention to usually does improve. So if you're paying attention to a given area, that given area is more likely to improve. So we have to establish what are the measures, what are the benchmark standards that we want to expect for our processes for providing our services, our processes for providing our products. So we establish and implement best practices, which means we have to go into process identification and process improvement, which is part of a quality program, but let's just mention it here. Of course, all these work together. They're not a distinct black and white or crisp divide. They work together, they blend, and of course, the best process is if they're well blended, well integrated, then you'll have the best success. So, a clear one about your processes is eliminate waste. And almost every business, even with some good success, has opportunities to eliminate more waste, and eliminating waste goes right to the bottom line. If you increase your revenue, it doesn't necessarily mean you'll have better net profits, but if you eliminate waste, that improves the bottom line, the probable profitability. Well, this is not a number exactly, but the next one, let's talk about set expectation, set smart goals, let everybody know what those goals are, let everybody understand how they fit in achieving those goals, measure the goals, and set expectations that all your members of your team, need to meet those goals. Okay, set proper pricing. This is a key factor for a lot of businesses most every business actually, is to have the proper pricing. And one of the things you have to do to understand how to price things is to understand how much it actually costs you to deliver those products and services. Provide position descriptions, purpose statements, at least a list of tasks and duties that everybody in the business has expected, or rather are expected to perform and be graded on. Evaluated is a better word. And we'll talk more about evaluations and how important it is to provide realistic and balanced evaluations that are constructive, not just critical. Of course, you can't avoid criticism at all costs, at all. It's sometimes an important part of learning. I've certainly learned more from my mistakes than from my successes. So if you do it right though, it just empowers and encourages better participation in the whole process. Okay, measure process viability and individual performance. So how effective is the process? Are there choke points? Are there wait times? Are there delays that you can eliminate? And how are you going to measure the process to see if it's working well? And then that's part of the process evaluation, and then you have to evaluate the people evaluation, trying to engage in those processes. So analyze performance data and share information. Share information is very important, and you'll see these as one of the most important elements of empowerment of your employees. Share information. Now, there are some limits, and it depends on the maturity and the experience of your team, but the ultimate goal is to be very open and very communicative in how everybody's doing, the team, the processes, the market, etc. Use social mobile media for coordination and client communication. This has been a very powerful tool for me and a lot of my clients. Communicate with the clients through social media. If they use social media, you should be using social media too. And understand the differences in the generation levels, because different generation levels want different levels of communication on social media and mobile media. The younger generation of new managers and supervisors love mobile media, so take advantage of that. Integrate operation processes with the other 11 essential disciplines. This is a very important issue. Again, we're talking about integration. Number 2, we talk about SMART goals. Goal setting is a powerful way of motivating people. If they don't have clear goals, they don't have direction, they feel a little bit stressed, actually. They don't have a clear idea of what they're supposed to do, and so they imagine what they should be getting done, and sometimes this is quite wasteful. Certainly, if they have an idea of what goals you intend, they can contribute to ideas to improve those goals, to better define those goals, or even sometimes make you aware that those goals are not as meaningful as you think they are and don't have the impact that you think they do on your real success. I know a lot of companies that are doing things just because that's the way it's always been done, and yet we find after good close scrutiny, those areas are sometimes complete waste. They don't really contribute to the ultimate goal the company needs to be focused on. Goal setting theory has been around for a long time. Michael Porter, back in the late 50s, brought up these concepts, and studies keep repeating the similar results, how important goal setting is to success. That is, how well it correlates to creating successful companies. So it helps you focus your energy towards positive results if you have these goals set. And again, let's talk about what a SMART goal means. It means it's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Relevant meaning it really contributes to the needs of the company, really contributes to the needs of the employees, to the needs, more importantly, of the clients. I want to talk real quickly about Edwin Locke, Dr. Edwin Locke. He's one of the leaders in the goal setting theory, and Michael Porter jumped on that to add to that. And as I said, this has been around for a long time, and repeated studies, more recent studies I've seen from major universities as well as marketing studies show that this is still a very important issue. So I hope you come back, because the more exciting elements are still to come. And we'll have more examples, and eventually we'll have guests join us to discuss these 12 essential disciplines in more detail. So until then, I hope you have a great day and even better week. Bye now.